guys, it's Carrie with Rockin' G Farm. Well, today I'm just going to try to do a little bit of maintenance here on the farm. I've already made blueberry pancakes, and I'm going to be planting up some green beans, hopefully get them started, and I'm going to plant up some squash and some zucchini. Got 2 buckets of food scraps for my chickens, and it's gonna be one of those Pepsi days. I came home from work last night just a dragon, so today I'm still a dragon a little bit. Not a dragon, but a dragon. So let's go. There's Dog. He's got the run of the farm, along with my Americanas. They keep tending to jump out. So I'm just gonna come over here. Chick, 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 chick. And let everybody know that we got food. Just open this gate and I leave it open a little bit, and the other ones that are out will come in. Chick, 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 chick. It's a little bit of table scraps from last night making suppers. And then got some feed over there in the bucket. Got some feed over here. Chip, 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 chip. And I'm making sure that I've got them all, because I had several that were out in the big pasture with the cows this morning. Looks like they're back in. Okay. Nope. Yep. Okay. Ha! Got him. Japanese beetle. Ugh. Beetles and crickets this year. For the tomatoes. Brought them outside out of the house so they can start hardening off. Looking good underneath there. Some rain yesterday, so they've got plenty of water. Oh yeah, they might be a little, I might need to get some of that water off. But they look good. These are going to be either staying in the greenhouse or in the laundry room over winter. Got that up there just to kind of give it a little bit of shade, but I've planted up these Mendeville and got them a bigger pot, and they seem to like it because they're starting to put on some flower growth. So what are the Mandevilles? I know that they can't get cold because I had to give them extra heat this past winter when I overwintered them in my greenhouse. So let's see. They will be 8 to 10 inches high and 5 to 8 feet wide, and it says they're good for zone 1 through 9, but the hardiness only to 30 degrees, so we get lower than 30 degrees here in zone 7, so I'll still have to take them inside. But those are looking pretty good. Look at the blooms. Yeah, I like those. Okra is looking pretty good. We've been harvesting quite a bit off of the okra. The chickens have eaten the watermelons and the cantaloupe, so that's wonderful. Get some more feed. Corn and take to the the roosters. One of them right here by the greenhouse for Dog, for him to eat. Nope, Dog, right here. There you go. Guess he wants to come with me. My stevia is coming back up. I thought I had lost it all because it got so hot here in my green stalk. And I don't have this one completely potted up yet, but at least I didn't lose it. I really thought I did. And then I've got some peppermint coming up over here. Then I'm gonna ferment my chicken feed, get it to go just a little bit further. Just add water to it and then you let it sit. I let it sit for probably 24 to 12 hours. Over here to the garden area and plant some tender long green beans. We're gonna have to clean up one of the little pots to put the green beans in. This one looks pretty good. This is where we had green beans earlier in the season that we've already harvested and I pulled out because green beans don't like heat. And so you'll get a good summer crop and a good or early summer crop and then a fall crop. And they will be ready to harvest in 54 days. So that'll be probably the first weekish of October. So that'll still give us time to can and enjoy the green beans. So now I'm just making sure that the soil that is in the pot is mixed up really well with no hard clumps and no debris left in the bucket. This is also a bucket that I'll be putting the green beans in, and I'm doing the same thing that I did with the other pot, and I'm just pulling out all of the weeds, making sure there's not a lot of debris or big clumps of soil left in the bucket so that the green beans will have a good chance at germinating and pushing through the soil. Now I'm placing about 8 to 10 green bean seeds in the soil, probably about a ½ an inch under the soil, and then just covering them up gently. And when the green beans do germinate, I will thin out the ones that are weaker and keep the stronger plants. As you can see, I've tore up most of my garden, left a couple of the tomato plants that look like they might be promising from the attack of the grasshoppers. But we'll go up here, and I know you're gonna be in the sun. But on the other side, let me show you. Grasshoppers are now on top of that again. So I'm gonna have to do something. There is NOLA that keeps grasshoppers away, but they are out of it for the season. So I'm waiting for next season to stock up. So here is pot number 2 of my green beans. And even though we had like a ton of rain yesterday, this is barely moist. So I'm going to have to make sure that I water it with my watering can every morning, just to ensure that the beans start losing their outer shell so they can germinate. I did leave most of the old roots in this bucket so that they can compost down and add some nutrients back into the bucket. When you are doing container gardening, you have to replenish your nutrients into these buckets because all of the nutrients run out the bottom. So that is moist. And then since these buckets are black and we're out here and needing them to stay moist for germination, I'm going to put a real light top dress on it for keeping the soil moist, and this is just straw. I really do like using straw in the garden. Usually in the spring it does germinate like a little bit of whatever it's been out of, like mostly wheat, and then you just pull them up. They're real super easy to pull up. I mean, you can just go like this and you've got all the weeds out of your straw. Super simple. I'll show you all that next spring. But there, we have got this bed done. Hopefully getting all the green beans going for the fall. Putting my drip back in. I turned it off on. Stick it back in the center. Now we have 1 and 2 pots of green beans planted for fall. And then right over there, I have my pumpkins underneath the netting, and I've got 3 blossoms on it. So I'll let that out today and do something. I'll have to come up with a plan so the grasshoppers won't eat them. Okay guys, I'm back out into the garden. We had to make a couple of runs to Lowe's, so it's been a while, but I am so excited. Right here, my purple haw peas are coming back. They just like dried all up, but as you can see, with the weather kind of cooling down a little bit, I mean, today it is, I don't know, I think it might be 75 degrees, maybe 80. No humidity, but look, they are coming back. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be able to get another harvest out of this because I just let them in there and I continued to water them even though they look like they were completely dead. As you can see right here, they just, like, the heat, the 110 degrees just ate them, along with the grasshoppers. Grasshoppers are back. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to have to watch it. They're lined up all over my garden, so I'll have to come up with another plan on those. But right now, guys, I'm going to show you. I'm fixing to plant some more crookneck squash because hopefully the squash bugs are gone or it's not their breeding time right now. But I will get another run of squash before the end of the season, and I think I might do some zucchini too. We've been putting some up in the freezer, but it's kind of mushy, of course, when you defrost it. But I think I'll make some zucchini bread, zucchini muffins with that. But right now, I'm just going to get started on planting some more crookneck squash, and I think another zucchini down here. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today as I did some planting of seeds on the farm for my fall harvest. And thanks for joining me today, and make what you have beautiful.